Hi, I'm Bree Anderson. I'm a legal secretary, part-time tutor.
My name is Dr. Harold Johnson. I'm on staff at Crenshaw Christian Center. I'm one of the musicians also.
My name is Orlando Ramos, and the reason why I'm here today at Crenshaw Christian Center is that I'm having problems making the mortgage. My mom passed in 2008 and there was no will. I mean, everybody should have a will, but my mother didn't have a will. And I've been maintaining the property ever since September 2008, and now we're here in 2010.
I am in foreclosure. I think that today the mailman is going to bring me the certified letter that I signed the ticket for yesterday, which is probably going to give me my date of sale. So this is perfect timing for me to save myself from having a foreclosure on my record and being homeless.
I got into one of these pick-up pay loan programs, and it was not explained to us what it was functioning, how it was going to function. And with that, they were saying, just pay this amount, which was the minimum. They didn't explain how that was going to show it was being tagged on to the back, and you're not even paying any interest. Paying interest is one thing, paying on the principal is what you want to do. So what happened is we fell behind while we were current. Ha ha.
I found out that my mother didn't pay her taxes, so it increased the property taxes of 2009 in October. That's when my payments was dang near $3,000 from $1,700. With my disability, I only get X amount of money, but it was real comfortable. But when that struck, when Section 8 didn't pay because the house didn't pass inspection, so I had to spend $3,000 in order to get $1,000. So the next month, the city of Long Beach came on me. It gave me a 14-day notice talking about beautification of the house, that I had to put roofs on the house. So now I'm already in trouble. I didn't pay last month. Now I got to take the rent money again, my house money, and not pay it again. So so I had to pay that again, and so that put me in a hole again. That was hard.
I bought the place in April, and at the end of October I got laid off. It took 2 months to get another job, and that job paid a lot less. That job also laid me off because it was another national law firm. They laid me off after 3 months, and it took another 2 months to find another job. This time it was with a smaller firm. It was really, it paid a whole lot less. I had to work a whole lot harder. And then they got rid of me in February.
I knew that I had to pay before 90 days. And when 90 days came up, I paid for December. I paid for December. And once I did 90 days for December, and then something else came up. I got sick, and I was late. I was past 90 days. And they told me that I couldn't make a payment, for the house, because I was I was past 90 days, and I knew I was going to be past 90 days, and I didn't have. I was just late, and I couldn't make it. And when they told me I couldn't make the payment, they said, "You're going into foreclosure."
I'm Bernard Parks, council member, 8th District, City of LA. We are basically responsible for about 250,000 residents. Most of our area is south of the Santa Monica Freeway and west of the Harbor Freeway. I came out today because this event is in the 8th District. We have a very good relationship with the Crenshaw Christian Center. And then on top of that, Lori Gay has probably done more for loan modifications and helping people as it relates to foreclosures than anyone I know of.
Well, I think, the 26th Senate District, not unlike other areas of the state or of the country, facing a variety of home ownership challenges. Certainly, the first wave were suffered by those who had the predatory loans that were caught up, in this economy. Now we're finding, of course, folks who lost their jobs, who are unable to make their payments, who need the kind of relief. And it's just heartbreaking because these are hardworking families, sometimes single-parent families who are working hard, sacrificing hard, and find themselves in a situation where they just can't make ends meet.
Basically, what you find, and it all is a financial issue. People that do not have the financial wherewithal to get legal assistance, the financial wherewithal to pay for a better understanding of these issues. People that are wanting that American dream of buying a house, but really put themselves in a real bad situation in order to create that dream. What's unfortunate about this, most of the banking industry knew that the person was ineligible before they walked out the door. But because of the pressure to sell, or the need to sell, the financial rewards to sell, they let people walk out of the door with a deal they knew would unravel in a very short time.
I'm Dominique Duprima. I'm an air personality with KJLH. I do early morning talk radio. And over the years, our listeners have really felt the impact of this recession and the flood of foreclosures. And because of that, LANHS came to my attention. And it's so important for our listeners to have access to people who can really help them, as opposed to the many people that are simply preying on the misery of people out there taking advantage, all these fly-by-night people that are charging for modifications, that are, making bad situations even worse.
Knowledge is power. To know what to do instead of guessing is safe. It's like walking in a crosswalk as opposed to darting across in the middle of the street. As long as you know what to do and know you're doing the right thing and the right way to go, the right process to take, then you're helping yourself. If you don't do that, you can do something that you think is helping, and the whole time you're shooting yourself in the foot.
It can be really confusing for a person, a homeowner, trying to navigate their way right now, because every lawyer is suddenly an expert in modifications, and it's hard to sort out the legitimate nonprofits from those that are not legitimate. In addition, you can find someone legitimate to pay for a modification, but how do you know that they're not going to rip you off? So coming to an organization that is HUD certified and that is not going to steer you wrong is the first step. LANHS is one of those organizations. I was able to get information from LANHS that helped me personally and also helped my listeners. Because if you want to do the legwork yourself, that's fine. But you still need to have the right information. Otherwise, you're wasting your time.
What we find in this community, and particularly it relates to a lot of poor communities, often there are those who will zero in on what services that are not available. What they fail to realize is that there's a number of services that go unused. So to be embarrassed and not take advantage of securing a modification that will help your family and your kids and your grandkids have some form of leverage as they grow up to have equity in their community is really short-sighted. So if there's services available, they need to take the full advantage, because it is nothing more secure than having a piece of the pie, which starts with home ownership, to where you now believe you're a part of the community because you've invested in the community.